Hey guys, it's Nick Voker here, and this video is going to be about my strategy, my reading strategy, which is going to be the WordSplash. I love it. I've used it already for my student teaching with the kids, and being a PE teacher or wanting to be a PE teacher, one of the biggest, I guess, hurdles that we have is how do we incorporate reading strategies, how do we incorporate reading and other context into PE? Because when you think of PE, you think of just activities. You really just think about people walking into a gym, playing sports, and calling it a day. But PE isn't just that. Um, the, the school that I work out at now, the reason why I love it is because I get to take other activities, like other contents like reading, science, social studies, and we incorporate them into the games. So we could take a basketball game and next thing you know it's a science game, but we're playing basketball. And so we're incorporating all the tools that they're learning in their science class, but we're basically playing a review game in PE. And so WordSplash is taking a topic, let's say basketball, and you take that keyword, you take the keyword basketball, and then after that you think of all these other ideas and words that are like context clues that can relate to basketball. So when I think of basketball, I think of teams, I think of refs, I think of coaches, I think of basketball, dribbling, shooting, all that stuff. And so there's two ways that I've done this with my student teaching. One is like this. So you have the word splash, you have the word basketball. But then all these different things on here. We have passing, dunking, three-pointers, dribbling, 5-on-5, 3-on-3. All these are different types of words that relate to the word basketball. Because in sports, you have sport-specific words. So in baseball, you have hitting, you have the plate, you have the diamond. So all these are sport-specific. So what you do afterwards is after you do the top part, after you fill in all, you pick, sorry, so you take the basketball, that's the topic. So then you pick three of the context words, so, and you make a sentence out of it. And so the first sentence I did was one of the biggest parts of basketball, it's having the endurance to run up and down the court. Well, when I think of basketball, I think of endurance. So I used the word endurance, and I came up with a sentence. The next sentence was free throws, three-pointers, and layups are all skills that relate to the game of basketball. When I think of basketball, I think about you have to have skills. You have to have a sport-specific skill to play that sport. And my last sentence, because you do three sentences, my last was 5-on-5 and 3-on-3 are two of the different types of variations to the game. When I think of basketball, there's many variations you can play. You can play the regular games, or you can play horse, which is just a shooting game. You can do a three-point contest, all these different types of deals. So there's the paper version of this. But there's also just the hands-on version. So what I did in my student teaching is I took all these items that we had in the closet, in the gym closet. So I took hockey pucks, I took hockey sticks, took baseball bats, or baseball bats as in like the rubber bats that they use, and then wiffle balls, all these, and I scattered them out throughout the gym. And I gave each group, they got in groups of 4, so I gave each group a topic. So one team had hockey, one team had tennis, one team had football, all these different topics. And then they had to, before they even started running, they had to come together as a group and think about what words went with each topic. And so if you had baseball, you had to find all the items throughout the gym that were baseball related. And so it got them thinking, it got them up, and it got them moving. And so when they're moving, the blood's flowing, the oxygen's going, which then in return boosts your academic performance. So as they were running, they were coming up with new ideas. So they could just like start off thinking about two or three, but then once they kind of started running and kind of got in the zone, they're like, oh wait, we got one more, and it could go on for 10 minutes. It's just until everyone did it, and then we switched them up and I moved stuff around. But the kids loved it because they were learning and they didn't even know it. They were learning, but they were having fun. They were moving around. They were doing all the stuff. They were laughing, cheering on each other. But at the end of the day, you can do it with anything. I think my next time that I student teach with them is going to be this fall. And I think I'm going to be able to incorporate, the science and the English and kind of have that kind of game, but in real life. And so we could have a big whiteboard with different key topics throughout, like for English, key phrases, or science, key terms, and then have the kids have like a race where they have to do the obstacles so they still get their physical fitness, but it's a review game. And when kids are having fun, they don't even think about, oh, this is a review. Like, we're reviewing and we're having fun? Like, what? But this is why I just love this WordSplash. I was going to be doing one called Shazam, but I just felt that this one was more towards the PE aspect, and it suited me better knowing that I was able to do it, and I had more of a memory for this, and it just went better with what I wanted to do as a teacher. Because in any reading strategy, any strategy in general, you want to be able to kind of tweak it and transform it and make it your own. And so I just love this strategy, and I hope that y'all had fun and enjoyed my video, and thank y'all. Bye.